Hello everyone, my name is Arvind Panda. I am a legal intern in Lexis & Company for the month of June. And today in this video, I am going to talk about the ethics of DNA patenting. We all might have certainly came across the word DNA few times in our life when discussing our height, weight, eye color, hair color, etc. That's because the genes are part of the DNA which contain information about our characters. We have heard it from our mothers or from our relatives that we got this certain types of gene from XYZ of our family. That all because of the characteristics it carries along with it. Now, as we are clear with what actually is gene, let us see what gene patenting is. Gene patenting involves getting the exclusive right towards specific gene. This right is given by the government or any other organization to the one who invented or identified the gene. Such a right include the sole ownership and discretion regarding its use for a period of mostly 20 years. Now coming to the question of its patentability, anything that exists in nature, be it plant, animal, rocks, mountain, water bodies or any living organism or is a phenomenon of nature cannot be patented. Why? Because patented are for novel invention and all the above things would usually come under the category of discovery. The provision of gene patenting, if and when it is allowed, needs the inventor to genetically modify the gene before filing for a patent. The patent also provide for synthetically or artificially produced gene. This would make it a novel invention, as once modified cannot become unique and hence would not be something that exists in nature. This is when the gene could be qualified for a patent. A gene patent would also covers components or part of a gene that could be used. There are certain cases in which the process by which such modification is created could also be patented if it is truly novel and not obvious or merely a regular mental activity as opposed by the intellectual action or process. So basically the prerequisite is that it must be an invention and does not come under the ambit of law of nature or phenomenon of nature. It must be non obvious in nature. Let us see the development of gene patenting law in major cases, in some of the major cases. So in Diamond versus Chakraborty, the case known to be the first case filed by the application of gene patent, Anand Chakraborty was a scientist who discovered that a certain bacterium, that is a type of bacteria, had the potential to digest or break down the contents of crude oil. He felt that such technology, if developed, could be useful in mending the damage that could be caused by oil spill, saving marine life and purity of water. So, now let us see the decision of the court in this matter. It was held by the Supreme Court of US that there was the need for a broader interpretation of patent law, especially the one regarding the manufacture or creation of product. It added that while naturally occurring things cannot be patented, an organism that is artificially created requires creativity and intellect, hence it must be patentable. Additionally, the court said that the drafters of the patent law could not have possibly foreseen biotechnological inventions, and hence its scope could be broadened according to the current situation of biotechnology. Now, if we see what is the it is ethical to patent, the question arises here is now as we are entering in a developing phase, is it ethical to patent a gene? There has been a lot of debate regarding the morality and ethics of gene patenting. While there hasn't been a firm decision regarding the same, as there are a few that consider that it is unethical. There are few that say gene patent protect the right of an inventor and hence must necessarily be patented. The ethical issue regarding gene patenting are mostly one that concern the life of an organism. It is often argued that how can a natural component of another animal, plant, human, or any other organism be allowed by someone else? How could someone else have the right to use it or for his or her own gain? Many oppose this as it is part of commercialization of life. regarding its use for medicinal and diagnostic purpose. It is good for somewhat, but not for the self own or self gain, because interfering with nature could cause us a lot of damage, as we have seen with regard to coronavirus. That's all for today's video. Have a nice day. Thank you so much.